What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to A Different Perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. So, Celebrity posted earlier today a new text receipt. This is going to be a blind reaction, so I can't give you guys no synopsis on what this story or what this situation is about to be. It looked like there's only 2 pages of receipts here, but we're about to find out together what this is. Make sure y'all follow Celebrity. She got a new Instagram account. Go ahead and make sure y'all follow her on both accounts, Celebrity and Accountability Queen. Y'all boys, girls ready? I'm ready. Let me zoom in for y'all a little bit. See what this is here. So it says, I'm assuming the name is Reese. R-E-E-S-E. Is that Reese? It says, hey Reese, I checked my calendar. Reese's Pieces. Hey Reese, I checked my calendar and I'll be free next Saturday at 7 for dinner. The individual respond back, that works for me. I can't wait, Jared. So the guy texts her and saying that he'll be available for next Saturday. She respond back, that works for me, Jared. He says, okay, cool. Before we go out, I want to let you know your budget is $50. She's like, huh? He's like, I'm not spending more than $50 on you. This is the first date and I want to know what I'm dealing with. If the date goes well and there is a second date, I will spend whatever. You think it was necessary for him to say that? Yeah, for that I was like, oh, I don't think that was too necessary for him to say. But okay, this is her response though. Her response might be worse than the fact that he said what he said. Her response is, tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke. now Fernando's engaged now. He's like, oh man, this is bull. No, we're doing this now. Oh my God. She said, tell me you're broke without telling me you're broke. Oh my God. She says
both of those were unnecessary.
Both of them unnecessary with that. She also continues with, please tell me this is a joke, Jared. And he's like, I'm dead ass. She says, where you want to go on $50? That ain't. Oh my God. $50 is hey, me and Fernando, hold on, let me move this out of the way. Me and Fernando went to Junior. What? How much was Junior came out to? Like $44, and we ate good in the mug right here left.
Good.
Woo! I bet you he wouldn't mind going back to Junior today, but shit, $44 in total. We ate good. That food was bussin'.
50 that's a pretty decent amount, man.
You
just gotta know the spots to go to. And hey, sometimes the rundown spots be the best food for like the
and the spot we went to, that wasn't a rundown spot at all. It was in a real nice part of town.
Yeah.
But on top of that, he's saying that her budget is $50, meaning on herself, $50. He willing to do 50 on her and 50 on himself. Yeah, that's $100. That should be a pretty solid date, in my opinion. But she feel like, see, it's almost good that he is shit testing her right now. It's almost good that he's shit testing her because she think that $50 being spent on her is not enough. And on the contrary, it's more than enough. Alright, so he says, Reese, you're more than welcome to pay for your own food then. This is my rule. I refuse to waste money. $50 is fair. She responds, keep your little money. That's what I spend on my feet. And I'm good, Jared. She's like, I'm good, Jared. Sounds like you need to be saving that. The disrespect. She says he need to save his money. She good. She don't need. She's like, I spend that much on my feet. That's another thing too. Is a lot of times when you take a girl out on a date, a lot of them feel as though that you really need to be spending everything on that date, especially because they might take the time out to get their hair done. That could be expensive. They might take the time out to get their nails and toes done. You can easily rack up. A female can easily rack up $400-500 doing just that.
It also depends on like who you dating or whatever, because like let's say for me, like wasting a lot of money and all that right off the rip, that's a red flag for me. It's like that money, come on now, it's more about like the emotions being there, the like the memories being made, the connection between y'all and the experience first foremost. Well, if that's good, then later on I don't mind spending a little bit.
And that's what Jared here is saying as well. But hell, Fernando, this boy over here pulling girls left and right. He don't even take them out on dates. This man don't even leave the house. And then, he laughing. He know it's true. He get on Bumble and Tinder, and he's like, all right, you trying to come through? Them girls be over there. He got one coming through tonight. He been... I'm like, God dang, I don't never get that. Look, he got a little light-skinned one that he just started talking to, boy. I'm like, damn, Fernando. I don't know why I can't get that kind of play on them dating apps and stuff. But this boy here, knocking them down. How many of you have had in the past month? About 3, 4 of them? God dang. He said,
Ain't even that many.
Ain't even that many. Boy, stop lying, boy. Boy, you a whole lie. He been knocking them down. But, yeah, she's like, okay. Then he responds, okay, have a good day. So she feels that way. And then she goes back. She's like, glad I caught this red flag early. Please make sure you lose my number. He responds back, who this?
You know who this?
He's like, I already lost her number. And she's like, a-ho. I find that to be fascinating. She's like, I'm glad I caught this red flag early. No, he caught the red flag early. He is the one that caught the red flag early. I feel as though, I don't know what their plans for a date was. Let me pull Fernando back in here. I feel as though, shout out to him over here, helping your boy out like always. I feel as though, like I said before, and I know Fernando would agree, that it was a bit unnecessary for him to throw that whole your budget is $50 thing out there to the young lady, because depending on where he was taking her, if he knew where he wanted to take her, since the man is supposed to be the lead, if he knew where he wanted to take her, then he already know what that budget was going to be like for the two of them to eat there, right? So he could have easily took her there. They could have had a good time. She wouldn't have thought about the budget, because the budget wouldn't have mattered to her, because it was only going to matter to him, the guy that was going to be paying for it. Like, I would take a girl to the spot that I was just telling you guys about, that me and Fernando, I had to put him on, because he was a ramen spot. This boy hated ramen. I was like, no, this spot right here going to change your life. And now he loved ramen. Same thing. I would take a girl there. We would eat so good. I come out of there spending less than $50, and she won't even know. It don't even matter to her. She will be more than satisfied. You understand? So I kind of put some of that on this man here for throwing that out there unnecessarily. Just take her where you want to take her. If she's down to go there, then y'all good to go. You paying for it, you good. But yeah, they both F this up.
Yeah, like both of those were unnecessary. Like him, like if they're talking, they're getting to know each other. He should know having a date where a good date would be, right, based off their interests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't have to talk about the money up front. Just it's a first date, you know.
Nah.
Go,
yeah, that was a bit weird. I wouldn't do that. Throw out there, hey, here's your budget, huh?
But then she also said that thing about like the money and stuff like that. It's like,
but part of it has to do with the fact that he threw that budget in her face.
Yeah. Threw it in there too,
because he threw that budget in her face, that made her feel as though he's broke, because $50 doesn't sound like a whole lot of money, even though it's, like I said, it would have been unnecessary for him to throw that budget out there, depending on where it was that he was trying to take her. Females on life will gotta have a budget, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, depending on the woman. But y'all know what time it is. Like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more. As always, you can follow your boy on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. Make sure you follow my girl Celebrity. You see the name up here. This is how it's spelled, CELEBRID on Instagram and Twitter. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.